welcome back to Colossus Mathematics class. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. In today's class we're talking about bearing and distance. In the last class I discussed the introduction to bearing and distance, and in this video we'll be talking about the other parts or other things that we need to know as a student of mathematics studying bearing and distance. Alright, so now in the last class I already explained how you do your bearing, so if you've not seen that video, make sure you watch that video. So this is another part of bearing, another point we use. I spoke about the 3 points part in the last video. So if you look at this video, we are going to be solving examples. All right, so if you look at this first part here, we have something here. So if you look at this diagram here now, if you look at the diagram here, okay, let me use this. Now if you look at this diagram here, you see this diagram here, that it is telling us something that we said in the last video, that angles or bearing move in the clockwise direction. When it is moving in the clockwise direction, it is producing a positive angle, and that's where we start our bearing like this: 90, right, 180, 270, 360. Remember in our previous video. All right, so in this part, that is what we are trying to establish there first. So this is 90 degree. Are you seeing that now? This is another 90, this is another 90, this is another 90, and that is what we are trying to say there. So now let's see how angle 30 behave. So if you look at this angle 30 here, if you look at your angle 30 here, look at this diagram here, now look at it, angle 30, because angle 30 is coming from, look at it here, 30 is between this first quadrant and it is coming like this. It's not a complete 90 angle, so it will be at this part, and that is what you can see here. So if I don't want to call it 30 degree, I can call it in cardinal form. In cardinal form, that is what you can see here. In cardinal form, that is what north, because it is coming from north what, 30 degree. And what is the next cardinal point? East. So that is why we have north, 30 degree east in that first example that you can see there. So that is why we have north, 30 degree east. Now if you look at the second example, now under the second example, it is now coming from another point. Now look at it. Now look at this example, it is coming from this point. That means it's complete 90 degree already. Then it's going again to complete what, 135 degree. Now look at 135 degree, but it is already past this east side. Are you seeing that now? It's already past this east side. So since it's already past the east side, then you can say that this angle is what? You can decide to say that this angle is angle 135 degrees. As you can see here, angle 135 degrees, or you write it as what? Now it is 135. Look at it like this. This is 90, then 135, right? Now don't forget that the sum of angle at this place is what? Is 180. So 180 minus 135 will give us what? 45, and that is the 45 that you are seeing here. So it is that 45 that we are now going to use to name that angle, which will now be what? South 45 degree east. When we are naming, we use the north and the south to name. That's why you can see north. You can see the first example, we said north 30 degree east. Then the next one now is what? South 45, because it is 45 degree that remains on this what? On this part to complete what we are doing. So that's why we have north what? North 45 degree east. It is going towards the what? The east. So it is either, that is what you are seeing, it is either it's going from the north to the east, or from the north to the west, or going from the south to the east, or from the south to the west. And that's why even in our cardinal point that we talked about in the last video, when we were discussing, we talked about the what, the 4 cardinal point, and then the what, the 8 cardinal point. This is the north, the east, the west, and the south. And when you want to name this, you say what? Southeast. You do not say east south. Do you all remember? We say southeast. And this one now we'll say what? Northeast. Do you understand now? This is what now? Southwest. And this is what? Northwest. So this, we use this north and this west to do the first labeling. I get something. That is what we use to label first. All right. So I believe you are getting the idea I'm trying to pass across in this video. All right. So now if you look at the next one, so we've been able to understand the second example too, where we said it is what? South 45 degree east. Now let's look at the next one. I'm sure you can answer this one. Now if you look at this, we have something here now. Look at this example. It is coming from here now to here to here. Now they say the angle is what? Angle 220 degrees. Angle 220 degrees. So if it is angle 220 degrees, don't forget we have let's see, this is 90, 180, 270. This is 270, and this is what? 360 degrees. Do you understand that now? That's 360 degrees. So for us to get the angle there, for us to get this angle, so if this place is 220, if this place to here is 220 already, what's the remaining value for it to complete what's it called, for it to complete 270? I get what I'm saying now. For it to be complete, what? 270. So I guess the angle that is remaining for it to complete 270 will be what? 50 degrees. I get what I'm saying now. It will be 50 degrees. So it will not be 40. So I think that should be 50 degrees. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say there. That should be 50 degrees rather. So since this is 220, 220, 90, 90, that's 180, then up to this part, yes, it's supposed to be 50. Yes, that's supposed to be 50, the remaining angle for it. So that should be south 50 degree west. Yes, I think that should be south 50 degrees west. All right. Now if you look at the next example, now, so let's clean this part so that we'll be able to see what I have. All right, don't forget to watch this video again. All right, make sure you watch it until you understand. Okay, so the next example, if you look at the next example now, it is starting from here now. Can you see now? It is starting from here. So I need you to pause the video and try to look at it. And tell me what the answer will be. Try to look at it and also tell me what the answer will be. All right. So yeah, let me explain these particular parts here. If you look at this is the idea here. Now you can see that this guy is already past this place. It's already past this 120 space also. So don't subtract it from 270. What you will do is you now say this 220 minus, it's just past 180, just like what we did there, because here it is within 180. I guess I'm saying. So we said 135, 180 minus what? 135. 5. So this one now, since it is also within that 180 part, so now instead of saying 180 minus, it will now be what, 220 minus what, 180, which will now give us what, 40 degrees. So that is how we have 40 here, so not 50. That is how we have 40 in this part. I get what I'm saying now. That is how we have 40 in that part. All right, so now let's look at the last example together. If you look at the last example together, I believe that you are able to solve that. I believe that you are able to solve that. So if you look at that, if you look at the example there now, you would notice something also. You would notice something also. And what will you notice? What will you notice there? It's coming like this, right? It's coming like this. Where is it? Yeah, it is coming from this part. Complete this part, complete this part, and then here now. Do you see that now? Yeah. So this one with what, you know, it is almost completing a what? It is almost completing a 360 degrees. So that will be what, 360 now minus what, 280, and 360 minus 280 will give us what, 80 degrees. Do you understand that now? It will give us what, 80 degrees. So that means I can say this is what, not what, not 80 degrees. I think not 80 degrees what, west. Do you understand that now? So not 80 degrees west is the same thing as saying 280 degrees. Are you seeing that now? So that is the other thing that you need to what, to know about this bearing and distance thing. All right, so now let's come to our other topic for today. We are solving examples on this bearing and distance. So this is going to be quite a long video, so take your time, watch and understand this video. All right, now if you look at the second example here, we have an example. So these are the questions that will lead to bigger things. Now in this question, it says that a sheep leaves a pot P. A sheep leaves a what, a pot P. So this is our pot P, and sail 30 kilometers south. You can see south. Don't forget this is what, north, south, east, and then west. So when they say south, that means like this. So that's why you can see this straight line here. All right, so 30 kilometers south. It then, look at it, it then from this south, now it then sails another 60 degree. You can see that the distance from that 60 will be long. Now you can see the distance, that 30 is shorter than what, than 60 degrees. Do you see that now? So that's another thing you must notice. You must know how to do that, even though you are not calculating using your ruler, but you should know when we say one is 30, one is 60, there should be a difference. All right, so we said, and then to another port R. So this is the port R. So our bearing is this. I think first to the north, to the south rather, and then to the what, to the west. You see that now? Then they said, what is the bearing of R? What is the bearing of this particular part now? You know that they did not give us bearing at all in all these things. We are only given what, the distance, but we told from what, we are told from the south. So this is it, and then from there again to the west, but they gave us distance. Now since they have been able to give us distance, then we can calculate the angle. So what will you do? You just form a dotted line. This will be like a dotted line up to this part. Are you seeing that now? Don't forget that this is where the point is starting from. So if you have to do that together, that will give us something like this, and then like this, and then a dotted line, and then we have a what, a dotted line like this to form a what, a triangle. Are you seeing that now? Because this is where we are starting point. So this is theta. You see that now? Then this is 30 kilometer, and this is what, 60 kilometer. So you want to get angle theta here. What formula will you use? I have opposite. You can see I have opposite and I have adjacent. So seeing that I have that, I'm going to use what, tan theta, because tan theta is what? Opposite. Are you seeing that? Opposite over what? Over adjacent. Do you see that now? Opposite over what? Adjacent. So that means I'm gonna have what? Tan theta equals to what is the opposite? 60 over what? Over 30. And that will give us what? Tan theta equals to what? 2. Then what will you do now? That will give us tan inverse, right? So we are going to say tan inverse, before that, then we'll say that theta is equal to what? Tan inverse of what? Of 2. And on your calculator, if you press tan inverse of 2, you would get 63.43. all right, you get 63.43. now you can see that here now we now have this our bearing of this part to be what now? 63.43. now that is the bearing. I get what I'm saying? That is the bearing. So then I say the bearing of R from P, the bearing of R from our P here now will now be, look just like what I did here. Consider what I did here. I said 220 minus 180. That gives us what? 40. So if I say this is 40, what will I do now? I will say 40 plus what? 180. That will give us what? 220. Do you understand? Because this thing is coming from this particular angle here. So that's going to give us what? Theta plus what? 180. So if you do theta plus 180, you are going to get what? 243.43 degrees. Do you understand that now? So this means that the bearing of R from, because it is starting from this particular point here. I get what I'm saying? It is starting from this point. So if you look at it here, do you understand what we are trying to say now? From P is like this. This is your P. You can see that we are correct now, because this is what? 90. Are you seeing that this is 90? This is what? 180. And to this place now, you can see where we have 243 now. We cannot say it is 60, but this place now is what? Is 63.43. And we can also use alternate angle thing. If this is 63.43, automatically this place is what? 63.43. I get something. And 63.43 minus 2 minus what? Minus 360 rather. 243 minus 360. Let's see that. Let's see together. I'm just trying to do them so that you will see how I'm doing it together with ourselves. Plus 180 rather. 63.43 plus 180. So punch your calculator also. You can see that also gives us what? 243. And that is what we are trying to explain. You can see that it is coming from here. Don't forget that any point cannot just start from here. It is coming from here, and that is the only place that we can have there. Do you understand that now? So that is the example that we need to do together there. So I hope you understand what I try to achieve in this particular video. All right, so we still have more example. I don't want to shoot another part yet, so I want to complete them in this video. So I want you to take your time, watch. Even when you get home, do well to watch it again. All right, so let's go to the next one. In the next one now we have another example. Okay, no, not this. Yeah, this one now. So if you look at this particular example now, is also another interesting question. Look at it here. The question says, if the bearing of B from, you can see, you must pay attention to from. When you hear the word from, that means you are starting from that particular point. I get what I'm saying? You are starting from that particular point. So you must watch and be careful. Be careful. And seeing that, look at it from, they said the bearing of B from A. So you can see your A here, your A is what? Is 70 degrees. Are you seeing that now? And it goes onto your what? Your B. Do you see what we did in the last example now? It goes to your B. So automatically this place is what? Is, no, I mean, sorry, if this place is 70, if this place is what? Is 70 degree, automatically this place is also what? 70 degrees. Alternate angle are equal, right? Alternate angle are equal. So I think you should watch that my video where I explained alternate angles. So if this is 70, then what will I do now? That would be what? 70 plus what? 180 degrees, which will give us what? 250 degrees. And you see that is true. If it's coming from here to here, it can be what? 250 degrees. Do you understand that now? 250 degrees. So if it is the bearing of B from A, I get what I'm saying now. If it is the bearing, they say what is the bearing of what? Of B from A. That is what we have here, which is what? 270. I get what I'm saying now. Then okay, they say what is, okay, if the bearing of B from A is 70, yeah, that's just what I explained. I'm just trying to break down the English. Then they say what is the bearing of A from B now. So that is why we are considering this B point. And you can see you have to make sense, because you cannot say the bearing of this to this place now is 70, this is already 90, this is 180. So 180 plus the particular angle that is formed at this particular side. So I hope you understand that too. All right, so we are going to the next example. Don't forget, follow it. They are very, very cheap questions. They are cheap questions. Now if you look at this, also look at this question. We said rewrite 150 degree in a reduced bearing system. You want to rewrite 50 degrees in a reduced bearing system. This is also another thing you must know about bearing. Bearing is not just about solving bigger questions. So I know some of you want me to solve the big questions where I will say the bearing of this from here to here is this, and then from here to here is this, then find the bearing of this. We are still getting there. But before that, we need to understand all these petty questions. We need to understand all these cheap questions, and that's why I'm taking my time to go through them now. So if you look at this, they said rewrite 150 degrees in reduced form. Very simple. 150, look at it. You don't even have to go through many things. Look at it. 150 means it has passed it is past 90, so it is within this 180. Are you seeing that? So if I want to write it in reduced form, if this is 150, what's remaining to complete 180? 30 degree. And don't forget, this is south, this is what? East. So this is the same thing as what? As saying south, what? 30 degrees what? East. As simple as that. But you see, another way, look at it, another way, they said from the diagram it is equivalent to what? To reducing it as what? As south what? South 30 degree east. I get what I'm saying. And then they say to calculate the quadrant, theta degree of what? Of 90. Theta degree of what? Of 90. So what would that give us? If you do 150% of 90, that's 150 over 100 multiplied by what? 90. 0 take off 0, 0 take off 0. I have 15 multiplied by what? By 9. Are you seeing that now? So, but you don't need to be doing all those calculations. I've just told you the best way to do yours now. I get what I'm saying. The best way to do yours now is by saying 150. The best way to do yours is by saying what? 150, then the remainder to get to 180 is what? 30. Or you just say 180, just say 180 minus what? 150. 180 minus 150, that will give us what? 30 degrees. Do you understand that now? Now let's assume that it's past this place. Then if it is on this part, you will say whatever angle you have there plus 180. That's what you see that we've done in the previous example. If it is here, you say what? 360 minus the theta. Are you seeing that now? So you must know them. This part is theta, this part is what? 180 minus theta, this place is what? 180 plus theta. Do you understand that now? That is what we are doing there. Or you can also say that this place too, yes, I think you are good to go like that. 180 plus theta. All right, so that is all for today. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. So in the next one, we are likely to be solving the bigger question. So thank you very much, and God bless you.